This season, I want to play with the statistics a little bit more. And because it's going to be a fairly short season, I think this will end in the end of January with the Royal Rumble. This is the plan. We start tonight, big pay per view kind of thing tonight. Lots of title matches. You can see them listed below. These are going to be your top picks for the night. I think these are your incumbent champions who are possibly going to win, right? You're basically fighting for a title. Basically, is what is happening down below. For instance, right below me, this very first one, title unification. We have 4 championships. Let me explain this. You see here highlighted in blue. These 4 titles, I'm merging into one. I'm merging these into one title. Okay. This means that this is going to be one championship. Okay, so no one's going to get points tonight because all of these titles that are being defended are just being merged. Okay, so like if Jeff Hardy and HBK win, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Cedric A, and Oni Lorcan, then that just means that Jeff Hardy and Shawn Michaels will be the champions, and they, whoever drafts them, will decide what title they would like to see be the representative on the show. And then we're gonna figure this out as we go through the show tonight. And we're starting off like the very first match is a tag title unification, and it's 4 teams in TMode going at it. So this first matchup, these are going to be some huge superstars. And let's say the New Day win. Let's say it's a new season, New Day win, and New Day wants to take the SmackDown tag titles and make them the thing. Okay, now let's say Kofi Kingston gets drafted in the middle of the match. Let's say by me, and then I go, you know what? No. I want the old classic tag titles to be represented. Well, if my team wins, if Kofi wins, then I get to decide that, right? That's the perk we're going with tonight. There will be very few points happening tonight, but we are going to have a women's tag, a women's tag match, so that there could be some points there for Carmella and Mickie James, because they do have that title opportunity, as well as the incumbent champions, Nikki Bella, as well as Brooklyn Von Braun. They will also be getting an opportunity to defend and get a defend point. Now, we didn't do this on the season 2 finale, this match, so we're doing it here tonight. So those rules are in place for that match. And then later tonight, end of it all, we're doing a women's championship TMode tournament. Why? Because the women's TMode championship was given up by Charlotte, the only person who was given Superstar of the Year status, the only person who gets to keep all their titles. The only person is Edge. Everybody else had to drop a title. Everybody else had to drop a title. The other title drops are people who have retired. So, Swamp Father, Demon King, these are all superstars who are no longer with us. Another new rule we are putting into place, or we are having to get ready to get going here. If someone selects Ric Flair, then all other versions of Ric Flair are moot. Okay? This is for point tracking purposes. It's something that I neglected to think about on this sheet last season. If somebody does draft Ric Flair 88, how do I know between 88 and 91, right? So just to keep it clear now, we're getting rid of all doubles, okay? You can't have Badass Taker and New Taker. We don't even have Finn Balor and Demon Balor. Now, they're just the same person, Finn Balor. It will be the same for Bray Wyatt. It will be the same for Undertaker. It'll be the same for Ric Flair. It'll be the same for those people. Kevin Nash and Diesel. Diesel's been taken out. We are just going with Kevin Nash. Now, if you want the Diesel skin, that's totally fine. But in team mode tournaments, if Diesel is selected in one of those 8 slots, he automatically gets re-rolled. He's done. Because Kevin Nash is our selected default character. We are going to treat all of the other superstars like skins, not like characters. Just to keep everything more simple this season. Now, I think I'm the only one here still, but I'm going to re-throw my chat just in case. I think I am the only one here still. But we're on time. This is great. See, this is perfect. Okay. I have delegated I haven't reached out and asked Linger, but I'm giving him the rights to Edge. I'm giving him the rights to Edge tonight. Because Edge seemingly was his number one pick last year. And seemingly won him the tournament. Won him the whole shebang last season. I'm assuming that Linger is going to hold on to Edge. Edge also gets to keep all of his championships, right? Roman Reigns did not get to keep the United Kingdom. My bad. Roman Reigns did not get to keep both. Does not get to keep both championships. Okay, NXT title or the UK title. He has to give up one of them. Let me go into my roster here because I'm pretty sure I had him drop the United Kingdom Championship. If I'm Roman Reigns, I'm top dog of NXT. Yeah, I'm gonna stay top dog. I can always enter the United Kingdom Championship later and win it that way. I'm pretty sure it's at the bottom. Yeah, okay, so he did indeed drop that title. We have new championships that you can actually see here. This is perfect. We have new championships coming in. We have the new United States TMode Championship coming in. We have the new Intercontinental TMode Championship coming in. And we have this one I'm very excited about, the Never Openweight Championship coming in. This is basically the Intercontinental Championship of New Japan Pro Wrestling. We're bringing it in. Where will these titles be? I will show you where these titles will be right after we are done doing all the unifications. Okay, so all these tag team titles, they're going to get unified into one. We're going to solidify one tag team for every show, 2 main women's championships for every show, a women's tag team division on all shows, right? The $1 million title will be defended on all shows, and then the rest of these titles have been delegated out at about 10 titles per show for season 3. That's a pretty good amount. And I don't think we need many more titles than that. It just gets too cluttery, too many titles floating around, too many people, too many stories. We need to simplify it. We're going to simplify it. We will still have our tag division, but it will be few and far between. Very, very, very... we're going to think about how we want to do tag team title matches. We're going to think about it a little bit as we move on. The Lord of Darkness Championship and the Master Championship. We're done with these. The Master Championship was something I brought in as an extra title. I think it was just because I had a bunch of people and I needed to have them compete for a title, but I didn't have a title. So Kevin Nash did win a point for that in season, I think, 2. I think at the end of season 1. So he held on to that title, but we just never saw him with it. And it wasn't an active title, but we just got rid of it. I don't really know what it would be about. I don't remember what our gimmick was with it. Lord of Darkness Championship is gone, as is the entire Army of the Undead. Those are old news. These titles have been consolidated to one title, and Goldberg, the incumbent champion, is no longer the ECW World Champ. Why? Because he doesn't want it. He has the $1 million TMode Championship. That thing is going to net him points. He is looking at a serious, maybe even number 1 pick here. Picks are available. Picks are live right now. If you're in the chat and you want to play, all you got to do is say, hey, I want this person. The only person not available right now is Edge. The ECW World Championship has been given up because he has the $1 million title. I'm trying to think of others. Charlotte gave up the Women's Championship. Roman gave up the United Kingdom TMode Championship. The Undisputed Championship has changed brands. That this is just to even out the titles a little bit. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of others. I think a few people had to go into retirement. So it's one of those things. The World Heavyweight Championship. There's some interesting things. Nikki Bella gave up the NXT Women's Championship, I believe, because she didn't win Superstar of the Season, and she's also a Divas Champion, I think. Yes, so she had to give up the Women's Championship. Charlotte was the Women's Champion of Raw. She had to give up the Women's Championship. So that's where we're at right now. We will be doing this Women's Championship TMode tournament tonight. and we will draft for that later. We'll draft for that later. Okay, so I mean, I'm kind of ready to start here. We're doing a 8-man. Let's see what I have here. Tag team turmoil. I don't even know what this match is. 8-man tag team, 8-man brawl. Maybe we could start with a brawl. I think a brawl would be okay. I like a brawl. Who doesn't like a brawl? Nike Mac. Can I pick anyone other than Edge? Yes, anyone. Anyone is available. I would recommend picking a champion because then you're more likely to be defending your championship, getting into rivalries, things like that. Tonight we're going to be seeing champions being heavily showcased. A lot of tag champs. We got I would say right now Nikki Bella is a pretty good pick. She has the women's tag title. She has the Divas Championship, and she has a possibility of earning a point tonight by defending the women's tag title against Carmella and Mickie James. I think she is probably the best pick of the night right now, especially for the women. Just kind of looking around, like people who perform well in TMode. Velveteen Dream is an open pick, and he seemingly wins a lot. Smojo's been undisputed champ for a while. No one's been able to beat him. There's just a lot of great picks right now, and really it's fantasy. It's TMode. You just kind of pick who you want, and yeah. So I'm gonna set up this first match, but first I want to make my pick. Oh, team 1, team 2. Yeah. We don't want that. Hold up. No. No. 4-way tournament. I think we're doing tag team turmoil here. And I think we're gonna do this at a WrestleMania arena just to kind of showcase how big it is. I did a custom arena that said like, "Oh, welcome back to season 3," but then it crashed. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. First, I'm gonna make my pick. It's been 15 minutes. I kind of gave a grace period, but I'm gonna make my pick right now. My pick. Oh, by the way, and if you want to look at the roster, I have all of these links ready to go. You come in here, you hit commands, and we have uptime, TMode. Uptime tells me how long I've been live. TMode will tell you kind of what TMode is. People can come in, and I might throw that up there somewhere. Maybe not tonight. Leon, how's it going? Welcome to the show. We have opt-in. Opt-in, I will explain a little bit before we get started. Opt-in is very simple. Opt-in is going to be the new sub, right? So if you were a sub last time and you're like, hey, I want those extra 4 picks, I want the perks, right? Or extra 3 picks now, I want those perks, then excellent. You can still do that. You can opt in to the PayPal. There's the PayPal link. You can always opt in, and you opt in and you get the 3 extra picks. You get to support the stream, all this fun stuff. And minimum $5, and then you're good to go. And it's gonna be way easier for me to track all this fun stuff. Socials, if you ever need to figure out where I am, because maybe I make a new channel and I only tell you about it like on Twitter because Twitch isn't very friendly to it. These are my socials right here. I don't know why it's. Oh, okay. I guess it's highlighted red because it's my stuff. But so we have a Facebook group. I don't know if that's gonna work right now. Facebook is being really dumb. How am I doing? I'm doing fantastic. We're here about to start season 3, so it's going really good. I do have a TikTok. I haven't posted anything on it yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Instagram is probably where I'm a little bit more posty right now with my behind the scenes. And then Twitter, of course, is where I am most active. So being here on Twitter at Prophet_God is where you'll likely want to be. It is my preferred social media. So it basically goes in that order. Twitter, Instagram, then TikTok, and then Facebook. Now Facebook I'm really only keeping as maybe we'll start streaming there at some point in the future, but hopefully I want to get Twitch and YouTube up and running first. So that's what we're gonna start to do. After social, there's schedule. Okay, so schedule is easy. If ever someone goes, well, when are you gonna be live? Well, I'll tell you. You just schedule, boom, just like that. Prophet is typically live around 12 midnight Eastern time, 9 p.m. Pacific. Follow his social accounts for more accurate information. Yes, please follow the social accounts for more accurate information. Typically Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Okapi? Okapi. I don't know who Okapi is. It looks like we have a pick in the chat, but I don't know who it is. And then finally, I think the most important for you guys is the roster. You put exclamation point roster in my chat, and it'll give you this link to the roster spreadsheet, and you'll be able to see who was picked. I'll go through it right now, actually, right here. So it'll show you a list of Twitch followers over here. We have Linger, the winner of season 2, and his rights. I'm not gonna say Edge is his pick, but I'm gonna allow him to have those rights to hold on to him for the night. If we hear from Linger tonight, then I'll ask him, hey, do you want to hold on to Edge? You were granted a pick to hold on to. Did you want Edge? Because I'm granting him those rights. I am picking officially. So can I pick it? Yes, you absolutely can. Yes, you can absolutely pick. I'm picking right away because he's in our main event. Well, not main event, but I think he actually is in our main event. I am picking Eddie Guerrero. I want Eddie Guerrero. Simple as that. Boom, I'm picking Eddie Guerrero for my first pick. I only get 5, you see, because I like to limit myself a little bit so people feel like I'm not, there's no fuckery on the channel. And so far, Edge and Eddie Guerrero are the ones who have been picked, okay? So you hit that link, you're going to come here. You're going to see this whole thing. We're going to point total over here, and we'll keep them, for the most part, we'll keep them updated pretty regularly. If you scroll down, you're going to see TMode points allocation. And if ever anyone earns any TMode points, it gets listed here as if you're reading a book, just right to, or left to right, and then it goes downwards, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then eventually with all of our specials, we'll highlight the different colors as kind of like a little bit of a timeline. If you go to this new tab, you can see our entire roster, A to Z, right down here, our entire roster. AJ Styles being highlighted green, that's something to do with the formatting. I don't know why it did that. I think I can reset it. So let me junk that. Okay, I think I fixed it. But yeah, we have the entire thing, and what we're going to be following here is point total, right? It's going to be right at the beginning, how many T-modes they've been in, okay? How many T-mode wins they have, right? So this is going to be their record. How many title wins and how many pay-per-view wins, okay? And then we track that for their points, and then we'll add their points up, and then we'll find out who the superstar is season. On this third tab, it's a little zoomed in, so when you go to this third tab, I recommend coming down to 50% so that you can see it a little bit better. And don't worry if you're making picks in the chat. It as soon as you make the pick, it's like locked in. So it's like, don't worry about me seeing it. I'll get to it. You can see the different brands. See, we have Raw, we have the NXT, and then we have the SmackDown WCW. And you'll see here under these our schedule of what we're going to be doing. Now tonight we're doing the Women's Championship, okay? And then I think I want to do a tournament tomorrow night as well. And if we do, it'll be for the ECW Championship, okay? Right? It's this one here that doesn't have a home. That's the one we're going to be crowning tomorrow. And then the next time we do a tournament, I don't have dates for these yet because who knows what life is going to throw you. The new United States Championship is going to be showcased on SmackDown WCW, and it's going to be crowned that night. You can see all these highlighted areas in these brands. These are the matches we're having tonight, right? Triple threat, Hogan, Mankind, Eric. These guys are triple threat match. Okay, whoever wins, that's the person who's going to pick the United States title that we run with. We're also going to have the new U.S. title, but we're also going to have one of the classic ones as well. Okay, so this is how I've split these up. All right, every brand should have around 10 titles here to defend over on the left column. On the right column, we have the Women's Championships. There's 2 of them per show, and then we have the Tag Championships, and we're going to narrow this down to 1 per show. All right, so that's kind of how that breaks down for every brand. You can see that SmackDown WCW has 3 matches, NXT has 2 matches, and Raw has 2 matches. So that's why we have 8 matches tonight, because we also have a women's tag title match that we didn't do at the end of season 1, or sorry, at the end of season 2, that we have to do at the beginning of season 3 tonight. And this is what we're starting with, this card over here. You can even go into the history books, right? You can look at season. Right here, you can look at, sorry, I don't know why this isn't white, I didn't do that, boom. You can look at season 2, and all the pay-per-views we had, and all the matches we had, and then you can go and look at season 1, with all the pay-per-views we tracked when we started tracking, and the end of that with the greatest of all time tournament, all these things, right? You could do all of these things on this third thing. So without further ado, what I'm going to do here is zoom in a little bit and see if there's any picks in there. Let's see. Okada, Kalea is taking Kazuchika Okada. Kalea. Leon is taking Jeff Hardy. Oh man, that's small. I hope I spelled that right. But Leon is in the game. Fantastic. I'm gonna put Okada here because that's how I would look it up. Jeff Hardy is here because that's how I would look it up. Can I form the original NWO, or is that too many? Okay, so every night you only get one pick. If you want to form the NWO, that's on you. You just think, okay, who's likely to be picked? Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, or X-Pac, right? Because those are like or even Hollywood Hogan might probably be your biggest pick. You absolutely can. You can form all of them, and then once you have them all, if you want me to like make custom attires, you just request it, and then I'll either say yes or no, right? But yeah, you can do that. You can make them a tag team. Will they guaranteed get picked? Maybe not, but if you put those story elements together and you start saying, well, I'm doing this with my team, I'll go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. NWO, why wouldn't they work together? Makes sense to me. So you absolutely can. Can we pick championships? No. Only the winners of these matches, these unification matches that are listed below me, are going to be picking the titles. Just put Leon. No, I'm going to put the full name because if somebody else comes into Twitch and they have the same name as you, I want there to be differentiation. So, but I will just call you Leon, just like I call Kalea just Kalea, or me just Prophet, right? I like the black. Yeah, I wanted to simplify it. I wanted to make it a little bit, uniform. So yeah, that's what we went ahead and did. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I think we're ready to start first match of the season. We've spent 26 minutes kind of just jabbering. I think I think I might throw this up on YouTube to kind of explain a little bit what TMode is and how you can participate in it a little bit. So I'm gonna have this as kind of an explanation video, and let's begin. Let's begin season 3 of TMode. Let's get to it.